Hi everyone. So, as you can tell from the title, I like to kick things off with a bit of an introduction before we dive into the upcoming videos of this series. I'd really appreciate it if you could stick around to the end of the video. Thanks. Let's start with some introductions. For those who might not know me, I'm Jonathan Slimovich, but you can call me Johnny. For the past 8 years, I've been producing and sharing organ covers of popular tunes and soundtracks right here on this channel, over 700 of them and still going strong. I used to be a church organist, but about 2 years ago, I needed to step away from the church I'd attended most of my life. These days, I don't follow any religion, but the organ and hymnals are still very dear to me. Now, let's talk about this series. In a nutshell, it's all about me performing religious hymns that were a big part of my upbringing, and probably yours too. I'll be releasing a new music video in this series every Sunday at 1 p.m. North American Eastern Time. If there are any changes to the schedule, I'll be sure to let you all know in the channel's community section. So do subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay updated. The performances will take place right here in the showroom and office of Classic Viscount Organs and MIDIWorks in Markham, Ontario, Canada on this fantastic Viscount Cantorum Duo Deluxe kit. But more on that later. Why am I doing this series, you ask? Inasmuch as I'm no longer a follower of religious dogma, it's still a very significant part of my childhood and upbringing, and I enjoy reliving it. This series was what I've been wanting to do for some time, and I was struggling to bring it to fruition. After some time has passed, here we are now. Being a former Seventh-day Adventist, I'll be using the Seventh-day Adventist hymnal and its Yugoslavian version, so procreation to be politically correct, as my hymnal sources. If you recognize any of the hymns from your own religious denomination, feel free to chime them in the comments section of the future videos in this series. Do remember to mention the hymn numbers and the corresponding hymnals so I can organize them properly for each video description. Last but not least, I want to remind you of ways you can support me throughout this series. Firstly, if you're an organist of any skill level who happens to live in North America, MIDIWorks has got you covered with Viscount Cantorum line of portable digital organs, such as the Duo here. If you decide to make a purchase from either the US or Canadian online stores, please select Johnny from the associate drop-down list during checkout. This lets the folks at MIDIWorks know that I sent you their way. You'll find links to the online stores in the description. Happy practicing. Secondly, for those who just enjoy my music, and thank you so much for that, you're already helping by watching the videos, sharing them, and interacting in the comments section. But if you want to go the extra distance, I'd be immensely grateful if you could help contribute to my wish list on my Buy Me a Coffee page. This will help me get my own practice instrument for home use and future recitals, concerts, and tours, both in person and virtual. For more info, you'll find the link to this in the description as well. Next, I want to give a huge thank you to the owner and CEO of Artisan Classic Organ Incorporated, Henry Wiemekamp, for permitting me the opportunity to record these music videos in the showroom. I can't thank him enough for his support for this project series. Also, one quick disclaimer, as of the time I'm recording this, I do happen to work for this company for one of my day jobs as the product consultant and multimedia marketing manager, to which I also thank Henry again for having me on board. It means a lot to work in something additional that relates to my passionate love of the organ. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this series moving forward. May the organ live on.